Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. Chubb. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. Mike, 57. Go. Check 15. Check 15. Check. Hey, Sam on. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
X3, 218, chop, shot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 15. First down. Here we go. Check 9, check 9. Run. Hurry.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
61, matchbox right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7. 41. You got to wedge that, huh? Ready?
Back to throw. Eason. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. Eason. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 or. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Darian Conley, the one to bring him down. From the 41, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Conley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
On first down, Gibson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Chubb running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Strip that ball. Hey, alert, 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 alert. -50, -50.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, A lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Eason. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big... And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Leo! Undercrunch. 80 weapon. 2.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got it up over the
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason, complete. It's Johnson.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Move. Hey. Hey, Echo.
41's coming. 41's the mic. 65. 65.
Yes.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Johnson's got it complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Ready? We own it.
First and 10 at the 49.
Hey, box truck.
41's the mic.
Oh, you got deep?
41's the mic. Check 41.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
41 mic, right here, 41 mic.
Don't get nervous.
41 mic.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Eason. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jet bombers. Give me 2 jet bombers.
Check 43.
Hey, Delta.
57's the mic. Get ready. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
From the gun, Eason. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Run you over.
Now.
Motion.
5.
Throwing again. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 26.
Rock it. Hey. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Set up. 18 Gator. Topper. Go.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wide, get wide.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check.
Bam. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Set. 30 base.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Get.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Slam. Check nickel.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Regular.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds. Chubb. Fights free yet again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Tighten down. There you go. Kings.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to get there. They get him out of bounds well shy of the goal line. And the defense holds on the two-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get that ball. Shift. 61, matchbox lights.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's
Hey,
Mike.
Alpha.
Watch the pass. 41's coming. 41's a Mike.
2nd and 6. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip. Watch the whip.
Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift. Watch the edge.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns get a score closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And this is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
Check.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. First down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Trying to get it to Landry there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Check it back. 6-6. Pull it high.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Come on, D.
A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Chubb. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.